Focus your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're too blind to see. 5, 5, 6, that I'm taking the risk. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children. Children, we're just children. Play with me, I'll play with you. I just want us to be true. Tell me that you love me too. Or just give me a clue. Give me a clue. We're just children. We're just children. Children, children.
So here we are on board the Ferrari of Mr. Jensen 89 as he's about to start a lap of Paul Ricard in France. So heading down into turn 1, difficult corner this, a blind apex. In between these two curbs is kind of where you want to brake. Dropping down to the 4th, then early up into 5th, not running too wide here or you will invalidate, and you want to avoid that inside curb as well, otherwise it will spin your car around. 15 meter board is your next brake zone, little dab on the brakes, trying to carry as much speed as possible around this section. You can win or lose an awful lot of lap time if you get that right or wrong. Heading down into the main straight here, DRS activation zone, a very popular overtaking zone for obvious reasons, but his eyes will be firmly fixed on this next difficult brake zone. Just after the 100 meter boards, you want to hard on the brakes, down in the 4th and even in the 3rd, short shifting up the gears here, not too greedy on the traction on that curb or it'll throw you off. And then yes, it's just hanging on until as we go around, I think this is Mistral Street as they call it, flat out around this long right-hander, and then you can brake much later into this looping right-hander, slowly just letting the car, the natural retardation of the gears to slow your car down, and then as the curb starts just on the left there is your brake zone, slowly twisting it in, winding it into that late apex. Lap almost over, just as the blue starts on the track is kind of like your brake zone, gliding the car around heavy on the brakes, short shifting up as well. They control that traction, DRS activated, and that completes the lap of Paul Ricard in France.
Here we go. Hello everyone, welcome back to SLR Tier 3. Tonight with me is Curse. We are going to race in France today. And yeah, what are the expectations for tonight, Curse?
Um, I don't know to be honest. I don't know how everyone is around this track. Did some practice with Tipsy. It was just a few laps. He seemed pretty confident around the track, so maybe he could do pretty well. But I'm not aware of everyone else's pace around this track.
Well, as we've got the championship standings for now, we've got that Bands who probably moved up to Tier 2 for now. So RC Papa should be in the lead, but I don't believe he is competing tonight unless he's moved up as well. We've got Motocrosser, who is a championship contender for tonight as well. Wimpy, who's had a lot of good qualifyings actually, but he's had bad luck in the races. And as we go on board with Wamsky, who will be starting a lap right now, he has recently joined Tier 3, moving up from Tier 4 as well. So yeah, for
Is
now
this his debut race?
no, it's not. He made his debut in Baku, I believe.
Okay.
Ocean Chief joining as a reserve tonight as well. We are looking forward to the Red Bulls, I believe, as well as the Mercedes, who are fighting for the constructors, I believe, as well as Alpine with Motocrosser, the only driver to race for Alpine tonight.
Do you have anyone who you reckon is going to be quick around here today?
Today, oh,
Zod, maybe?
I believe Salt will be quick. Nice click.
Like,
Motocrosser, I believe, could be quick. Then we've got both Mercedes and Futuristic. Wimpy could possibly be in the mix as well,
mm-hmm.
as we've got the first timed lap.
131. Good time. Actually, yeah, thinking of it, Lavi Fasole has been a pretty quick driver. I think he even attended a Tier 2 race, if I remember, and he's been pretty quick.
Yeah, as I believe I'm expecting a 128 for tonight by
128.
yeah, because yesterday's race in Tier 4 we've had a low 129
Okay. Who's that from? From
from Eversnacks.
yeah, Eversnacks. Okay. Yeah, we could do.
So I would at least expect a low 129. Maybe these guys are thinking of running on the mediums. That's why their times are a bit slower.
Possibly, yeah, just a quick banker lap on the softs and then possibly trying to get a medium time at the end. But realistically, I think everyone's going to just try get the fastest time out of these tires and then just do the soft hard strategy. I believe. I think that's the correct strategy around here.
As we've got Nap following Nap right now, coming out of sector 3 into he's in sector 3, excuse me. coming up to the final corner right now. I believe he'll set a 130 as well.
Looking like it. A
Yep,
mid 130. That puts him in P4. It's relatively good time. Everyone's pretty close to each other. All
exactly.
in the 130s right now.
Following on
We have
board right
Tipsy on a
now.
lap, I think.
Tipsy, yeah. Coming down the main straight, getting a little toe from, who's that? Larson or
From
Chief?
Chief, I think. That is Chief, yeah. They're probably in a voice channel together, tagging along.
Possibly, yeah. As I see Tipsy's trying to keep the green spark from the Ferrari livery alive with his helmet.
Yeah. Trying to promote that mission we're now.
Why is it actually not on the livery?
Because it's like I think it's a like cigarette, like
Yeah,
nicotine company. So in some
but
countries it's banned because like promoting that sort of stuff isn't allowed. So I think in the races they do show it. They have it green because it's like
yeah,
it points out and it's good for marketing.
who's that time?
So that put him in P3, which was
Yep.
pr- pretty good. I did think he would be up there. I'm not sure if is Wimpy on his time or is he just gonna be starting his time?
I think he'll be starting his time.
Yeah, looks it.
Yeah. With that Red Bull livery though. What do you think about it?
I honestly love it. Like it compared to the normal livery, it's
Yeah.
way prettier. I don't know, the white stands out, even though the navy, blue or black is really nice. It's nice having a change with white. And I do wish similar with like the Golf livery, they just
Yeah.
kept it all throughout the
The rest of the
season.
season.
Yeah,
Maybe it's a hint toward next season.
yeah. Apparently there's no game audio. Yeah.
Well, let me check. Huh. I just saw that. Oh, hopefully now there is. Yes, there is now. Yes. A little wide out of that exit. But will he be able to put it up there? I believe he's a second down actually from the rest. Could it be something with the tires or maybe something that changed on as we've got Daniel Ricciardo on track right now. But it's cheap. But the name's it's a hint to the next move. Yeah. It's the one and only Honey Badger. So one has what logo on it? Yeah. Oh. Oh. Well, it's all that's Zod has put it up into P1 right now. I wonder if there's something wrong with the track, or tires, or yeah. As Futuristic puts it up into pole. I'm on board with Nap right now, as I'm expecting an improvement from him. As he got a little lockup. He's 2/10 down already. You can actually gain a lot of time even not using the racing line, especially in sector 3. If you go a bit wider on that U form or whatever it is, you could actually gain a lot of time. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm following Tatsis right now, P8 at the moment, but I believe he... Oh, never mind. No, he's down on his time. I was following on board with Time Puff, but he's down on his time as... No, he's up, no, down on his time as well. So I'm following on board with Wimpy, who is slightly down on his time. Let's see what he can do. I do expect an improvement from him. No. He is, he's on the yeah. He's on... No, he's, unless his steering wheel broke, then I believe he is on pad, but at the moment I think he's on wheel. He'll be expecting to improve. He was very careful to the return one. Yeah. There are quite a few people that just came out of the pits actually. Number work lovely. I believe he did improve, but don't know by how much. It is a pole. It is provisional pole for Lavi Pastor. I believe, but I'm not sure. I believe it's a glitch. Zod makes it. He didn't. He did on my screen. I believe the times are just a bit messed up, because Futuristic is just full on going for it. Yeah, and the flag doesn't show. I believe he'll probably stick to the mediums and try a medium hard tactic. Is it a one-stop race? I remember last year I got 94% tire wear in this track with the last game, and I didn't get a puncture. I was so worried. That was the most stressful thing. Like, say something? How about now? Nope. Actually, it's done. For fuck's sake. We've got futuristic. Say something? Nope. Yeah, we've got futuristic on pole, Lavi for Soul following up, Nap, and then we've got the rest of the grid. Well, I'll be trying to solve the issue as quick as possible. Sound and what about now? I doubt it. Are you saying something? Okay, you're saying something and I'm not hearing it myself. What about now? Yeah, but I don't know if they can. Great. It's gonna be me. That's not fun. What about now? Okay, I'm not gonna do that. That's just annoying. Oh, this is a problem. Well, I guess I'll do the start and then I'll try and solve it somehow. Check. Great. So they didn't hear you throughout all of qualifying? What did you do? I don't know either. I'm just using desktop audio. Yeah, and it's not for some reason. No, I'm just using default. Yeah, I'll try look for that in a bit after we've got the start. It's been a long break. Very long break. All right. As the grid has been lined up for now. As I'm looking to get a better camera angle, but I'm not. I don't see the lights, but we'll have to wait and see. As the lights are off and we are a go, as Futuristic gets a great start, but so does Nap, as Left Fasol gets a bit left behind, a bit squeezed into the first corner as Futuristic heads off into P1. We've got Tipsy Bob who is following as well, as we've got Nap who has spun around. We've got the back of them also following along. We're looking at the back as we've got Wamsky who is moving up to P5, as we've got Saw diving down the inside of Tatsis. We are looking at the Alfa Romeo of Larson battling it out with Wimpy right now. Looking to make a move, but he just can't get the speed. Looking at the rest of the grid, we've got Nap who is lacking behind. We've got Wamsky who's trying to go for the move on Motocrosser right now. Trying to go down the inside into the chicane. Makes the move stick up into P4 right now. Great start from Wamsky. We are looking at the rest of the grid. We've got Wetzels who is right at the back of Ocean Chief right now, who will be looking to go on the fast right-hander down the inside of Chief. Easy does it. On to the next corner as we look ahead of the rest of the grid. We've got Larson and Wimpy possibly battling it out. Looking at the position changes. We've got Wamsky moving from P8 to P4. Tats is also moving up. And we'll be showing the telemetry, I guess. as you look at the tires, Wimpy on the mediums actually. Actually, did Wimpy set his time on the mediums? That's an interesting thing. As we look ahead of the race, I will try to fix the problem as fast as possible if there's no ongoing battle going around. Let's check. Can you say something now?
Yeah, hello?
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I can hear myself in the game. Okay, there we go. It's working.
But is the game working? No, the game is not working. Nice.
Yeah, wait, that's so stupid.
That's ridiculously
I
stupid.
think you need to set like both of the sound.
Okay, let's cheat. Can you say something now? And it's not working. It's either one of the two. Nice. Oh, as you've got Live Soul almost making a dive down the inside of Futuristic right now. We've got 2 Ferraris and a top 3. We've got quite a battle going on with Wetzel's. Ooh, Larson almost runs into the back of Wetzel's actually. Looking ahead, trying to solve the issue. Sorry guys. What about now? Oh no, you can't even hear that. Great. Great, great.
Jesus Christ, you missed it. Oh my god,
Who? Jesus Christ. This is quite annoying actually. Looking at the guys, we've got Wimpy. For fuck's sake. It has to be one or the other. As you've got Wetzel's actually making a move on Wimpy right now, coming down the main straight. No, not the main straight, the second DRS zone. We've got Larson actually following along, not using his DRS. He's going for the save. That right here, coming down the next corner. Larson not making the move. But wondering if those mediums are actually helping Wimpy out right now. Hello.
Yep. Can hear myself, but can we hear the game? That's the question.
No, we cannot. That's very annoying. What if we do this? Oh, I can't. I cannot for some reason. Yeah, that's quite annoying. Alright, looking at the rest of the race. Futuristic still leading, Life of Soul following along with, I would say, a 2-second gap, but that's not a 2-second gap because he was right up the back of him. We've got Tipsy Bob following along as well. We've got Time Puff who's got a 3-second time penalty. We've got actually Larson who's made a move on Wetzel's right now. Larson trying to go for a move on Wimpy right now. He dives down your inside, coming into turn 1 as we've got a battle along here, folks, as Wimpy backs out of that. He does not want to get spun around, but Wetzels is right at the back of him. Going around the outside, no he won't, he decides to back off. We've got a battle going on for P8 right now. Coming up to the next corner. Coming on to the straight. Who will get the... I have a speaking disorder, sorry guys. We've got Larson actually making it out of that, surviving that DRS straight. And on to the next corner, we've got actually Lavi Fasol, who's gone a bit wide actually. Tipsy Bob trying to go for a movement possibly. Does not make it stick. As we look on board with the battle for P8, nothing going on there at the moment. Tipsy Bob decides to pit on lap 5 already. That's quite early. I wouldn't suggest doing that unless you're going for a 2-stop. So we've got Futuristic, who will be battling it out by himself at the moment with no second Ferrari behind him. Larson still in the lead for that P8, net P8 position. Lavi Fasol gets a 3-second time penalty. You do not want that at this moment. We have had a few people pitting actually. Wetzels and Tatis as well. Time Fuff, who is a bit lacking behind because of the spin. MP will be battling it out, but we've got Nap, who's trying to go for a move on Ocean Chief right now. Will he uses all of his ERS, but it didn't have any effect at all for him because he wasn't able to make the move. We've got Time Fuff, who's setting the fastest lap at the moment. We've got Wimpy, who is following along behind the back of that Alfa Romeo of Larson. Will he go for the move down onto the next right-hander? No, he will not. He's looking for every possibility at this moment. As Nap runs a bit deep actually into that corner. Looking ahead as we've got Futuristic, who pits right now. Motocrosser as well. Lavi Fasol continues his way for another lap. So it does as well. We've got Chief actually right at the back of Wimpy right now, using that DRS, as well as his ERS. He tries to go for the inside, but he decides to keep it safe. It's an old chap against a young chap as well. As Wimpy cuts off a bit of Chief's wing actually, well, didn't touch it, but we've got Nap, who's following along on that battle. Do not want that, as we see Larson actually gaining his time. Did Wimpy get a DRS from that? No, he did not. He's just a sitting duck right now at the moment. As Chief goes down the inside, as well as Nap tries to go down the inside, and Nap, oh, and the Red Bull and Mercedes touch. Oh no, Wimpy's bad luck just keeps on continuing in Tier 3. That's not what he wants. It was just a minor collision that leads to a large negative effect for Wimpy. Alright. As we've got a few people coming into the pits, we've got Wamsky almost hitting the back of Zalt right now. Larson coming into the pits. Chief does not, because he has to continue, because his teammate continues as well. Nap going another lap as well, as he's on the sauce. Actually, Chief is also on the medium, so he'll be continuing until lap 12 to 14, I believe. Looking ahead at the Ferrari's Futuristic actually ahead of Tipsy Pop right now, but Tipsy Pop right at the back of Futuristic at the moment. Will he try to battle it out, or will there be team orders? We've got Laffy for Soul, who's actually lost track position to Tipsy Bob right now. Motocrosser actually gained some time on Laffy for Soul, even though he pitted later. But don't remember, Laffy for Soul still has that 3-second time penalty. You do not want those time penalties because they are a pain in the ass. We've got Tipsy Bob and Futuristic switching positions. There are no team orders in Ferrari. Tipsy Bob will try and gain an advantage, but Futuristic has a lot of ERS in his pocket. Life for Soul trying to follow along. He has a lot of ERS as well. He's saved a lot. Motocrosser could possibly save a lot as well, as he is almost 1 second behind Life for Soul. Wamsky and Wetzel's actually battling it out on track. I'm trying to look at all these battles, but it's just so much going on actually at the moment. Yeah, we've got Chief at the moment in P1. We've got Wimpy, who takes Nap, but Nap pits. We'll be seeing where he comes out. Motocrosser setting the fastest lap time. We've got Wamsky, Wetzels, we've got Tatsis and Larson. As Tatsis sets fast lap, as Tatsis tries to go down the inside of Larson right now. He's making the move, going around the outside. He makes that beautifully stick as Larson spins around. Does not want to have that. That's an unfortunate place to spin around, even though he made it after the corner. But that's good for Tatsis, as he'll be able to follow along with the next part of this battle. Looking ahead, we've got Futuristic still following along with Tipsy Pop. Futuristic on 1 lap newer tires. Life for Soul actually has a fresher tires, my bad. As it'll be a battle for P1. Motocrosser trying to follow along, but is having a hard time, I believe. We've got Wamsky at the back of Salt. We've got Wetzels at the back of Wamsky. They're looking to make a move. Wetzels right at the gearbox of Wamsky. He's trying to go for a move down the inside. He does not. He touches the back, but somehow doesn't get spin around. Coming on to the main straight, he gets the DRS. They both get the DRS, but it's not enough to gain or make a move. We've got Life of Soul actually also near the battle up front. Motocrosser has gained a lot of time up there because of this battle. Coming on to the next DRS zone, as Futuristic has a little moment. That was a close one. As we've got a 4-way battle here, right here, folks. Coming up to the next corner, coming up to the chicane, Futuristic makes the move up into net P1. Actually, he's gaining a lot on. Oh, as we've got a spinner. That's Lavi for Soul, who's put it into the barriers right now. And he has lost his wing. That is so unfortunate for him. He's going to lose a lot of places. He'll probably try and go for a set of mediums. But we've got the next battle, ongoing battle on track right now with Wamsky and Zod and Wetzels. Tats is gaining on them as well. Looking on board with these guys. Let's see if one of them will be making the move. as we have Nap getting the fastest lap time. But we are on board with this battle for P6 right now. Unless, I'm not sure if it's net P6, but I believe it is. As these guys are gaining a lot of time, actually, due to the battles up front. These guys are not messing about. Wamsky is right up that gearbox of Zod as well. As Wamsky tries to go for the move on Zod. Coming up to the next corner as, ooh, they almost collided. That could have been fatal for the both of them actually. I do not want that. As Wimpy gets a 5-second penalty. Ah, Wimpy. So unfortunate actually. As he just about goes into the pits. That's not what you want. Wimpy actually, yeah, this race has been very unfortunate actually, especially in tier 3. His bad luck is just keep on coming and keep on hitting him in the face, slapping him in the face. We've got Wamsky, Todd and Wetzels fighting for position. We've got Wetzels trying to make the move on Wamsky right now, going down the inside. He tries to go for the move and he touched the back wheel of Wamsky. Almost spins out as Zod spins, coming out of that exit of that corner. That is so fortunate. Everybody seems to be spinning out over there. We've already had 3 people, victims actually, spinning out on that corner. So it'll be a fight for P5 between these two. Actually 3. We've got Tatsis also joining along in this battle right now. Not far behind as he's gained a lot of time actually. He was 3 seconds behind from this battle. But Zod's tires will be burned to the ground with on those hards. It's not what you want. It's a debate if he's going to hit or not. He's not. He's keeping his position and going to keep going. We've got Motocrosser actually and Tipsy Bob switching positions coming out of turn 2. Completely missed that as Futuristic gets a 3-second time penalty. That is not what you want, man. That is not what you want at all. Motocrosser will be looking to defend and Tipsy Bob will be trying to attack over here. As he's a bit far behind I believe, but we've got Wetzels and Tatsis on board here right now. We've got Wetzels trying to go for the move on Wamsky right now. Going down the inside, that's an easy move. Tatsis tries to do the same. He spins around as well. Another victim coming into the chicane. Wamsky seemed to be a brick wall that did not seem to move at all somehow. But Tatsis another victim of that as he's managed to actually recover from that quite nicely, I would say, as he's not that far behind anymore. We've still got this ongoing battle for net P1. Motocrosser at the back of Futuristic right now. Motocrosser looking to be net P1 at the moment due to that penalty of Futuristic at the moment. I never believed this race would be that exciting actually, but I'm enjoying it as much as you guys hopefully. As Motocrosser tries to go for a move on Futuristic, he does not, he decides to back off. As we've got another victim, as Wamsky actually makes a mistake somewhere and loses time to Wetzels, but slowly gaining. Sorry about that, guys. We've got this ongoing battle for P1 at the moment. Motocrosser looking to gain and keeps on gaining, looking to go around the outside of Futuristic. Futuristic does not have that momentum for the long straight as Motocrosser makes that move stick. We've got Futuristic who will be trying to look back to make a move to gain that position back, but it doesn't look that great at the moment. As she's got Ocean Chief who is still continuing. He probably will try and pit this lap, but he's led a lot of laps actually this race. Motocrosser just trying to keep it calm and collected to maintain that gap or get away from that DRS zone, or DRS second, I'd say. Actually, Motocrosser is just moving right now. He's already gained a lot of time actually, as Futuristic is looking to fight back, trying to gain time. It seems to be a bit more difficult than expected. As Life of Soul has decided to pit and is at the back of Time Fluff right now. We're going to look at this battle at the moment as Motocrosser has a little slide. He thinks it's fun to drift, but that's not right for the tires. You do not want that, as well as your lap time. His lap time is lacking a bit though, as Time Fluff decides to pit. We've got Futuristic who decides to go for a move, but he does not have enough ERS. Or he does, but he just does not want to use it. He's consuming it more. Actually, if this is Futuristic's first win, he could be singing in the voice chat, but it's not looking good for him at the moment. On board as Motocrosser has a little slide coming out of the final corner. Motocrosser finally back up to P1 as Ocean Chief decides to pit. Where will he actually end up? We've got Zod and Nap behind each other. Nap on those mediums and Zod on the hards. We'll look back at this battle right here. Futuristic having the DRS. He's just trying to keep up actually. He does not want to burn anything as Motocrosser has to burn a lot of his ERS at the moment. That is not what you want. Futuristic has a lot more ERS than Motocrosser at the moment. Tipsy Bob is just trying to maintain his position. He does not want to get involved with anything at the moment unless he gets an opportunity. Nap at the back of Sod at the moment on those mediums. Those mediums seem to be working a lot better for Nap compared to those hards for Zod, but it's just a matter of time before it gets overtaken actually. The question is, will you decide to pit again or not? As Ocean Chief is on the mediums. Why would you decide to go on to the mediums? That's interesting tactics, as we've got where is he? As we've got Zod and Nap. Nap makes the move on Zod. He finally makes the move before turn 1, or actually. Ocean Chief is gaining on these guys, but Ocean Chief will have to pit again actually, unfortunately. We're looking ahead at Motocrosser, who's going for a move again on to the before the next chicane. He goes around the outside. He does not make that move stick. Tipsy Bob trying to look for a move as well, but Motocrosser just nicely defends that off and doesn't cause any collision. But Tipsy Bob is right at the back of that gearbox of Motocrosser, trying to go down the inside. He decides to back off, but Motocrosser runs a bit wide as Tipsy Bob. Well, for some reason something happened. Do not know what. Well, we're moving on. As these guys are still battling it out for P1 at the moment. Motocrosser actually does not have to do anything risky, but it's racing. Like Senna said, if you don't go for a gap that's there, you're not a racing driver. Motocrosser and Futuristic at the moment battling it out, as well as Tipsy Bob. No further ongoing battles on the rest of the grid, but seems to be pretty close for P5 actually, as these guys are within 5 seconds within each other, as Motocrosser tries to go for a move but decides to back out of it again. Futuristic still with 60% ERS. Motocrosser has English words consumed a bit, I believe. I'm not sure. A bit of his ERS. Tipsy Bob, he's just using too much ERS, I believe. He's not gaining the amount as Motocrosser is, but that's the game. That's just F1. You have to be able to do a lot of things. You have to be able to manage your tires. You have to be able to manage your ERS. You have to be able to have decent speed and a decent car as well, but these cars are all equal. As Motocrosser gets DRS but does not gain as much time as he wants on Futuristic. As Wimpy gets a 3 seconds penalty. That's unfortunate, man. Again, his luck is just running out at the moment. As Wetzels gets the fastest time. Nope, that goes to Tatus right now, but he is not in the top 10. Could be in the top 10 due to Wimpy's penalties. Motocrosser trying to follow along with Futuristic. Actually, Futuristic is just using more ERS at this point. Well, Motocrosser is saving more ERS at this point, and Tipsy Bob is just using his ERS at this point. So yeah, we have this ongoing battle. We have another battle with Chief at this moment, who might be able to go for a move on Zod very soon. As we've got Wetzel's making the move on Wimpy right now. I just about missed that. But Wetzel's making the move on Wimpy as Wimpy is on those hards, while Wetzel's is on the fresher tires. Going back on board with Ocean Chief right now, who's going for the move on Zod right now. Before turn 1 even, so easy does it for him on those fresh mediums, but he will have to pit one more time. Another ongoing battle. Motocrosser trying to go for a move but decides not to go for it, as that was a massive leg spike. And my control almost dropped. Just about saved. Yeah. Let's see, is there Wimpy pits for softs? Let's see if there is any battle besides the one for P1. these guys are just not so good as well. Gaining, losing time, gaining, losing time. So at this point, the ongoing battle is for P1. Tipsy Bob could be getting it, Motocrosser could be getting it, Futuristic could be getting it if the other guys spin or get a penalty. So fingers crossed, because we want to hear you sing. Motocrosser gaining time on Futuristic, makes move around the outside before the chicane. Now it's Futuristic's turn to fight back, but look at Motocrosser. He's been so smart with his ERS. He's just saved a lot of that. Futuristic has just been using all of his. It's still 6 laps to go, but anything can still happen actually, and Tipsy Bob seems to be a sitting duck at this point. Motocrosser will be using a lot more of his ERS at this point, but you have to think about it. You do not want to burn those tires too quick before the end, or you'll get eaten up by these Ferraris. We've got Nap actually at the back of Wamsky. He's gained a lot of time actually. But will Nap have to pit again? That's the question. I don't think he will. Nap at the back of Wamsky right now, but Wamsky could come back at him at a later stage. Time for getting another time penalty. Wamsky is going to have to battle this out for his life. Coming on to the DRS straight. Nap getting the DRS, using his ERS. Wamsky not having a lot of ERS left anymore. Nap being able to make that move. Wimpy getting the fast lap time. Wamsky trying to look for a move back again, but just doesn't manage to stick it. As Nap makes that move, but Wamsky will be fighting back for it, as he wants that place really bad. Wamsky doing actually a great job this race, moving it up to P5, considering he came from Tier 4, but he was maybe a bit too quick for that. The question remains, when was those tires dying from Naps, those mediums, as we look further at Futuristic and Motocrosser. Futuristic was very close up that gearbox of Motocrosser at this point, but decides to back out of it, I believe, coming onto turn 1 and 2. Coming onto the DRS straight, will Futuristic go for a move? He already deploys his ERS. You wouldn't do that because you have a higher chance of spinning around as well. So Futuristic moves up into P1, coming to the next chicane. Now you'll have to push, man. You'll have to push really hard, but Motocrosser has a lot of ERS in his tank. Or battery, should I say. Yeah, battery. My bad. As Wamsky is also near that gearbox of Nap, but won't be able to do anything for the moment. As Wamsky actually... No, he doesn't. He decides to pit. What is he doing? He decides to pit. You're just throwing away 3 points, 3 to 2 points for a lot of positions. Why would you do that? Larson ending up at the back of Zod. Oh, Motocrosser trying to make a move on Futuristic, does not manage to stick it. Futuristic having a bit of a moment out of that exit. Futurist Motocrosser will be looking to attack, but look at this ERS, man. He's got way too much battery left, and Futuristic is just burning through it all, man. The win is looking to be for a Motocrosser at this point. We've got Larson at the back of Zod as well. Oh, Larson is really looking for a move at this point. Would have loved to actually seen some kind of tire graph, and that was possible. If Cody's, if you can just please add a tires graph for spectators, that would be nice. Do it now. Thanks. Alright, as we've moving back to the race, Larson still following along with Todd, but not yet being able to pass him. Larson seems to have the faster race car. Looking ahead, we've got Motocrosser who's trying to go for a move again on Futuristic, but doesn't want to. You have 100% ERS. What are you doing? Just go for the move. But I guess he'll do the move on the next lap, and he'll just use the rest of his ERS for that lap and the next lap to gain an advantage. So Futuristic gets a slap in the face, I guess, and gets dropped real quick. We've got Larson at the back of Zod at this moment, not doing anything. They both, let's look at the penalties. Everyone has 3 except for Time Puff. Oh no, Larson has 5. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So even if he does get the pass, he'll have to get a 2-second gap or lead. And he does make the pass around the outside. There he goes. And he makes that stick as he almost spins around. But Zod fighting back again as they almost do the switcheroo. Motocross is still not being able to pass Futuristic, as Larson and Zod try to battle it out, but Zod gets the DRS right now. And goes down the inside. Larson trying to fight back. He does not have it in him to battle it. We've got Motocrosser still not using his ERS for some reason. Like, you have 90%, just go for it, dude. It's just a matter of ego and pride at this point, and now he's just going to use burn through your ERS. No, he won't. Okay, just stick back and enjoy the ride, I guess. Larson as well at the back of Zod, but Wetzel has joined in on that fight, and he'll be able to take a lot of ground on that, as Motocrosser actually gets a penalty. Motocrosser gets a penalty on the final lap. No, what are you doing? Tipsy Bob is going to win. But Tipsy Bob is going to win. Tipsy Bob, just back off, man. Back off. We want to hear Futuristic sing as Motocrosser goes down the inside of Futuristic. Futuristic will have to battle it back out. Use all of your ERS, man. But so is Motocrosser. He's using all of his ERS. Futuristic has nothing left in his tank anymore. Oh man, there goes that win. There goes that win. No, 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 no. There goes that win, man. Tipsy Bob was looking to back out, I believe. Ah, oh, that's unfortunate. As Zod and Larson switched places, but here comes Wetzels. Here comes Wetzels, trying to fake it out, trying to move and weave around, looking for a move, but it's not for him today. We've got Wetzels. Is he going to go for a move? No, he won't. We're looking back at this race right here. We've got Motocrosser coming into P1, coming into P2, but Tipsy Bob takes the win in SLR Tier 3 in the French Grand Prix. We've still got Zod, Wetzels, and Larson battling it out as these cars are just moving in each other. Okay, don't need to be a bit sexual. Never mind, sorry guys. We've got Larson who will be coming out of that corner in P8, Zod ending in P7, Wetzels in P6. Wamsky moving up to no, he's staying in P10. We've got Tipsy Bob in P1, Motocrosser P2, Futuristic P3. Almost got to sing today. Almost, if he just didn't have a penalty. That's unfortunate. Nap making it on those 19 lap old mediums. Tire manage on point, my man. Ocean Chief coming from the back of the grid all the way up to P5. My man made it up, moved places, moved around, did his crazy thing today. We'll be looking at the rest of the grid, looking at those Japanese letters of Honda at the back of that Red Bull. That's just beautiful. That Chief driver of the day today. Yeah. Driver of the day. Curious to see. We've got Tipsy Bob actually going from P5 to P1. That's an incredible performance. We've got Motocrosser from P4 to P2. Futuristic just missing out on that win actually. That's unfortunate. Nap P4. Oh, that's not what you want. Chief P5, looking at the race director actually for the FIA. Let's look a bit. That's for you guys. Looking back, got Wetzels in P6, Azod P7, Larson P8, Tatsis P9, and Wamsky P10. Yeah. It's a decision between Chief and Tipsy, I would say, as well as Motocrosser, as he's had a great race. Let's see. Well, who do you guys think should get driver of the day today? As we move on to the interview room today. As we'll drag along Chief for now. Hello, Chief. Actually, hold up. Let me do this. Say something again?
Hello.
Alrighty. Well, that's just unfortunate. As I've been commentating alone today. But let me hear your side of today's race. Moving from P12 to P5.
Yeah, it was just the alternate strategy, hard to medium. Sorry, I have to stop the stream there. Hearing myself echo is pretty bad. Yeah, so I did the hard and medium. I kind of came into this race. I just had an old man nap, And then I woke up and went, yeah, I'll do the race. No practice. Sure, let's go. I jumped in. Couldn't get in the top 10 on the softs. I could probably have done it if I pushed. You know, I felt it was there, like a low 30. But I was happy enough to start at the back. Just and the usual, just keep it clean. Pick off the guys ahead as they, you know, have incidents and stuff. But yeah, didn't have any pace to challenge at the front, unfortunately. So
Yeah,
uh,
it's still actually still considering tier 3, you moved up like 7 places, so that's quite amazing for you actually.
yeah, I mean, there's only 13 on the grid today, which kind of diminishes that incredible fight back to P5. But yeah, I mean, it's France. I like France, so I enjoy the track, and I find that you know generally I get faster each lap. So by the end of the race, I'm finally up to speed, and then
Yeah,
the race is over.
didn't you were one of the people that didn't manage to spin
hmm
during the race, so congrats to that as well.
Yeah, that's one of
As
my that's one of my like achievement things. It's like or you know like my value or did you know it's actually World Value Day today, so you like a time to reflect upon what values you know mean the most
damn.
to you and stuff. For me, I guess my value is I'm consistent and you know I don't really spin. I did have a really bad spin this season though, which is really out of character at Spain. Turn free, I've got the overtake button on. I don't realize I've got it on. And as you know yourself, that is not the kind of corner you can have overtake
No.
on with full throttle. So I died pretty quickly there. It was quite embarrassing. But yeah, generally that's my thing. I can be very consistent. I'm just not very fast. That's the problem. But the consistency will help me pick up some points and places in the race, so it can be kind of fun.
Alrighty. Well, you've had an amazing race, so you'll be probably pleased with that, and hope to see you next week.
Yeah, I'm bit here. Whenever you interview Bob, make sure you tell him that there's a tier 3 seat right there for him if he wants to take it. Because today he showed he's quite capable of winning in tier 3, so he can leave us tier 4 boys alone. Stop hassling us. And yeah, I think today's the day. We get him in the tier 3 seat.
All
Yeah, see
right.
if you can do it on stream, man. I will. You'll be. You'll make me a happy man. Get him to you know give you his word that he will commit to the rest of the season in tier 3.
I'll try and see what I can do. I cannot promise anything.
There's an SLR T-shirt in it for you. Okay.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Sticker race now.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
You said it.
Right, man. Well, I'll
All right.
catch you later. Thanks. Thanks very
Yeah,
much, man.
see ya.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Tipsy Bob, or winner of today. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Ace.
Hello.
It's a little bit bittersweet because I thought that Futuristic deserved it, to be honest.
Yeah, I was actually hoping Futuristic would have gotten that. I was thinking if Futuristic was in the lead, would you
Hmm.
have backed out?
If he was in the, well, because he had the 3 seconds, yes, I wouldn't have fought him. I wasn't planning on fighting him.
Yeah, but would you
But
have backed out those 3 seconds?
it's a hard one because, okay, I'll put it like this, right? Let me put it like this, Ace, right? One time last season, I was racing, and I'm sure a lot of the guys will probably remember what I'm going to say. I was racing, and I found that I was pretty much quicker than most of the guys that I was racing, and I was a reserve. And I thought, you know what, this is not fair. I'm gonna just, pit or retire. Okay, I was gonna win the race, and I got a lot of flack for that. Rightly or wrongly, I got a lot of flack for that. That if I'm gonna race, regardless of my pace, if I'm gonna win, you win. Okay,
That's true.
so hindsight, to answer your question, if I had have done that, then I would have got the same wrath, basically, that I am kind of, manipulating the race by backing
Yeah,
out.
but you
So
have to say you have to see the positive out of it. If you would have done that, if Futuristic kept the lead, he would have been able to sing for us today. He would have been able to sing for us today.
Fuck, man, he can still sing. Futuristic can still sing. Well, listen, I always tell them, any boys I'm talking to, Fedivara and stuff, I always say to them, look, you don't have to be the fastest guy on track. You just have to be the cleanest and effectively sometimes the smartest. Now, I'm not saying I was the smartest, but I was pretty clean. I kept no penalties, and I was just managing my race to keep up with mostly Futuristic. At the start of the race, now, I think I need to look over my footage. There was an incident with Nape. I don't know if I turned in or what happened, but I felt a little bit of contact and I seen him spin.
Yeah.
So we'll need to review that footage. So that got me up to P3, I think, and then Lavisoli, he spun as well.
Yeah.
So that kind of took the pressure off me and Futuristic. But Motocrosser is fast as frick. You know, he's a quick driver.
Yeah.
So I knew the battle's going to be with him. So I was planning on just sticking with the guys to try and work with Futuristic, because I'll always work with whatever teammate I'm with. I'll always work with them. You know, use let the DRS, you know, that kind of DRS swapping around and stuff. But yeah, I was just kind of just sticking in with Futuristic, trying to see what I could do, just keep putting pressure on Motoristic if I could. Near the end of the race, though, is whenever I changed my tactic, and I was going to start charging my battery as best I could. Not an easy thing to do in France, because what I realized was that, you know, Futuristic had the 3 seconds, Motocrosser didn't, I didn't, so effectively I was racing him for the race win. And so my plan was, as I've done quite a lot in my races, I usually plan something in the very last lap, because then they can't beat you the second lap of the DRS. So I was planning on launching my attack, what do you call it, on Motocrosser, but just as I was about to, he got the 3 seconds. So that just made it so much easier for me. I just decided to use my battery to keep up with the guys. And yeah, I kind of nicked that win off the boys. So yeah. It was a fun race. I was telling the guys I'm strangely more competitive in tier 3 than I am in tier 4.
Yeah, would you consider staying or picking up a seat in tier 3? Would you?
I'll think about it, because
No, just say yes.
No, I never commit to anything. I am too long in the tooth in life to commit to something too soon. Act in haste, repent in leisure. So I'll think about
Damn it. Just stay away from tier 4. Just don't go tier 4. I need you to go to tier 3.
Tier 4 is fun. You know, there's guys that are really competitive. There's a lot of quick guys like Eversnacks, who I believe he is going to drop the racing line, even if he says he isn't. He really is. He's remarkably fast, like 10 seconds faster than everyone else in that last race. You know, there's not much of a competition there. Basically, everyone's racing for P2. So, but tier 4 is quick. Yes, some of the guys are not quite up to speed with the racecraft, wheel to wheel stuff. That's where you usually get the incidents. But no, a lot of the guys in tier 4 are actually quite quick. They're really good drivers, and they've got a lot of potential. Tier 3 is just obviously another level higher, and then like tier 2 is crazy fast. It's almost like tier 1 speed. So yeah, but man, just to finish up here, I took myself out of full-time racing, and I'm pretty happy just as a reserve, as and when I can, and as and when I'm allowed.
Yeah.
But I'll think about it. I'll give it a thought. I'll chat to Wimpy about it, and you never know, you might see me in a Ferrari or whatever car is free.
True. We want to see that now.
Yeah,
All right.
but my first win of the season. This is I think my first win since I won Nana, the championship flex. So yeah, there we go.
Slight hint, drop in there. Drop it in there.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll head off now and let Futuristic come in and give you a wee sing
Alright.
song.
See you, man.
All right,
Catch
man.
you
Thank
next
you.
time. Our final interview of the day. Futuristic, tell us about your race. That was so unfortunate, just missing out on P1 right there, because due to that penalty. But let's hear your thoughts about it today.
To start things off, congrats to Tipsy and on the win. And as I were listening to his interview, and he said that I were about gonna sing, and to answer him and everyone else, I'm not singing until my first win, and that's a promise. So yeah,
I was looking so forward to it the moment the moment Motocrosser got us 3 seconds, but just was able to pass you because he had so much more ERS than you.
Yeah, I mean, I think hole was a step in a right direction at least, so that's something positive I could take out of this race. And yeah, as you said with the DRS and DRS, I was basically forced to use, because I didn't know if he wanted to pass me and pull away, so I needed to stay in front and basically try to play the short game as long as possible. But yeah, I mean, he got a better exit out of the turn 6, 7, 8, and yeah, I couldn't put up a proper fight, but with 20% DRS, it's pretty hard to do it. So yeah, a pretty
And
disappointing race from me at least.
well, nonetheless, you still have a podium. You still got good points for Ferrari, as you'll be trying to look to gain that gap. Unfortunately, today was not that, but you never know. Maybe soon enough you'll get that win. Just keep your head up.
Yeah, hopefully.
And what about Austria? Are you looking forward to it?
No. I mean, basically my favorite tracks have already passed. Well, I see that Sandwich is soon, so
Yeah.
that's basically the next one I'm looking forward to.
All right.
But yeah, Austria, nah, not that much. I mean, it's a penalty heaven basically. Turn 1, turn 3, turn 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, penalties and warnings can be gained everywhere.
Yeah. But all right. Good race. Keep your head up, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yep, thank you.
See ya. Alrighty, that is it for today. Unfortunately, we've had some minor problems, but for the rest, a very exciting race. And tomorrow, don't forget to watch Tier 2, as I'll be trying to race along with these guys, these rapid monsters. And yeah, we'll see you next week at the same time and on the same day. Good evening, guys.